Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. So, Cyberpunk 2077, the game that keeps on giving, had their first big patch, as promised on the video that they released last month, I think it was, or the beginning of the month. You know, that video they released apologizing with all the RBS and stuff. The patch came out. It's patch 1.1. It's supposed to fix all these things. But now Kotaku is reporting that because it is Cyberpunk 2077, nothing can go smoothly with this game, that they have introduced a game-breaking bug with the patch that they just issued to fix all the other game-breaking bugs that the game has. Patch 1.1 addresses an issue in the mission Down on the Street where Takamura will not call, thereby preventing any progress in the mission. He'll call now apparently, but then won't say a word. Some users say that reloading old saves or creating new save files doesn't fix it either. So in the changelog of the patch, they actually do talk about this specific mission. I don't understand how they work on fixing this one specific thing in the game, and they go ahead and technically fix it, but at the same time break it. Did you test that patch, CD Projekt Red, before you issued it, or is it one of those things where your test didn't show anything as your test seemed to be worthless? There is a workaround though. I will link the Kotaku article in the description section so you can read it yourself and follow the workaround if you're having that issue. It's just like, why? You know, like why? Like how do you fix a mission, a specific problem with a mission, and fix part of it, but then you introduce a new issue with the same mission? Like how do you, you know, to some good news for Cyberpunk 2077 though. Yes, Cyberpunk 2077 not only has the infamous, I guess, crown or prize, whatever you want to call it, name of being the buggiest game, I will say the buggiest AAA game release that I can remember of, but also Cyberpunk 2077 is the biggest game launch of all time based on digital revenue. So that's why I said good news for Cyberpunk 2077. I'm not only doing bad news all the time, even though there's only bad news to report about this game, and that's not my fault. That's just the game's fault. So in December, they announced themselves that they had sold like 30 million copies or whatever. That video is here and in the description section. In the video, I said that obviously the number that they were reporting, the 30 million, did not account for all returns. These numbers do include all returns. This comes from Super Data, a Nielsen company. Cyberpunk 2077 had the biggest game launch of all time based on digital revenue and digital units sold, 10.2 million. An extremely high share of digital sales, 80%, were on PC, likely due to delisting on PlayStation and overall state of the console versions, regardless of the short-term financial success. The critical backlash means that developer will now have to invest significant resources fixing the game in order to rehabilitate its image before the launch of its next title. And if you notice that there was a little asterisk next to the 10.2 million units that they sold, and they do note at the bottom of this article that these estimates do include digital copies that have been refunded due to how crappy the game ended up being. There are a few more things to note here though, besides Cyberpunk 2077, or that Cyberpunk 2077 was able to do. So if you look at this list of top grossing titles by category, worldwide ranked by December 2020 earnings, in PC you have number 1 Cyberpunk 2077, in console you have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, number 2 you have League of Legends on PC, NBA 2K21 in console, World of Warcraft West on PC as number 3. Number 3 in console, Cyberpunk 2077. Number 4, Dungeon Fighters Online in PC. Console, Grand Theft Auto 5. 5 goes to Crossfire on PC and Fortnite on console. I'm just gonna do the top 5. But there you go. So in console, Cyberpunk didn't sell as much as on PC. And as I know here, might be because people couldn't buy the game when it came to the PlayStation Store because, the game isn't there anymore. So the other thing to note, which I'm assuming happened because of the pandemic and people being stuck at home more than ever before, the revenue for digital sales grew by 15% in December 2020 compared to prior year. Mobile earnings were also up 5%. Console earnings were up by 16%, and for PC they was up by 40%. 40%. Who said that PC gaming was dead? I never said that. Other people did. So there you go. Cyberpunk 2077 back in the news for something negative, which is usual, and something positive, which is unusual. Are you playing Cyberpunk 2077? Have you had any issues if you have updated the game to patch 1.1? Is it running better for you than it did before? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.